Hi everybody, we are coming to you from Harvest Market or the Nook. This is DJ Blake from WDPR. He's our celebrity guest today, and I'm Jan, registered dietitian from Memorial Health from our wellness center. And we just like to do fun things, and we're talking peanut butter and jelly.
That's
and
right.
Like, okay, next level peanut butter and jelly. So we thought this would be fun. What we're going to do is we're going to make a berry chia jam.
I'm excited.
It takes not a lot of skill, so you're like, I don't know how to make jam. Have you ever made jam?
No, and when she asked me that in an email, I was like, is this taking an hour or what? She's like, no, it'll take a few minutes. I'm like, strawberry, let's do it. Let's do it.
Yeah. So usually when you make jam, it's sugar after sugar after sugar. And if we're trying to do some healthy stuff, we're just talking about working out and doing things.
Yeah.
It's okay to have some sugar, but to get your sugar from the fruit is a nicer thing. This actually, we're going to use some agave nectar.
Okay.
You can use honey, you can use maple syrup. It's whatever you have. I like maple syrup. I think I can use it.
Okay.
So if you go with what you got, you go with whatever the seasonal fruit is.
All right.
And this will work with fresh fruit. This will work with frozen fruit. This is great when like nobody's finishing a bowl of fruit. They've got some berries and raspberries and things, and I just make jam. So let's do it.
Let's do it.
We're gonna move into this. We'll set for a couple minutes, and then we will talk like what are we gonna do? Peanut butter and how we make it.
Okay.
So we need about 2 cups of fruit. And so this, we're gonna need about half of this. All we need to do is put these out.
Okay. All right.
Do you like your jam chunky? Or
We can, a medium.
a medium?
A medium.
Yeah, so maybe if we quarter these,
Okay.
then that's all you need, and then just throw them right in the pan.
Okay.
So we're gonna go about halfway through with that. So you don't need like high skill. Because that way it's just gonna break down a little bit. And we're cooking it, so we don't have gloves on necessarily. We get halfway through here, so. So what got you hooked on peanut butter and jelly?
Peanut butter and jelly has just always been like my childhood favorite snack, and it's I know that it can be healthy, like depending on if you use an all natural peanut butter or which jam or jelly you use. And so I kind of just a big kid at heart, and every day I have a peanut butter and jelly. This is no joke, I do. And during the pandemic, I actually did like a little vlog or a little, every day at lunch, I would just talk about like a fun topic, a pop culture or sports or a movie that I saw, all while I was eating a peanut butter and jelly. So sometimes my mouth was full and you couldn't understand what I was saying, but yeah, I think it's one of the best snacks. And it's my go-to. It's my
It
go-to.
could be breakfast, it could be a snack, it could be a meal. It doesn't really
Yes.
matter what you want to do. So.
Road trips, throw them in a little cooler, you're good to go. Like, never a bad time, in my opinion, for a peanut butter and jelly. So.
Alright, well, I'm going to get this warmed up. We'll find a way to warm it up.
If you guys didn't know, this stove is like a touch screen. It's crazy. I've never seen anything like it. It's like a smartphone, but on a stove top. There we go. I heard it.
Okay, we got some sizzle. So, this is like going to be the most difficult part of it. It's like washing your fruit and spilling up your fruit.
Okay.
It's like moving, and then it just takes a couple minutes to figure out what you're going to do with that. So, if you know how to work your stuff, so you switch it up. Like, do you do crunchy, peanut butter, smooth, and creamy?
I'm a crunchy guy, but I'll switch up my flavors of jelly or jam or preserve. I am a strawberry fan, but I do like raspberry with the seeds for some reason. I don't know why. I know some people are like, oh, they get stuck in my teeth, but those are my 2 go-tos. When I was a kid, it was obviously just grape jelly or whatever mom had, but now I like a raspberry or strawberry preserve. Yeah.
And so you just kind of mix it up just a little bit. And your bread is always the same, or do you do different?
If we're throwing out types of bread, I've been on a We got Dave's Killer Bread, but I've been using rye lately. And I know some people might be like, oh, that's gross.
I like the savory part of
Right.
the sweet. Yeah.
It was, the first time I was like, I don't know, but then it grew on me and I've been, just about.
Yeah.
But then, yeah, so rye has been my go-to. But I also like, kind of like I don't know the brand, but like an oat nut.
Yeah.
Those were good too. So those are my.
I like a little
go-to.
texture,
Yeah.
but you know, not everything has to be always perfectly nutty, thick, heavy.
Right.
So, you know, if you like peanut butter and jelly and you are working on, first let me get my jam.
Mm-hmm. Get your jam down? Yeah.
Hey, so like jamming.
Yeah. We're jamming right now. Yeah.
I don't think that happened that way. Kind of works. But you know, maybe you get your jam going, then you get the butter, then you get your bread.
Right.
And eventually you're all.
Yeah.
Yeah, but if you have your grains are whole, then at least we're making some progress
Mhm.
with that. So, did you know that our dear late Queen Elizabeth, something she ate almost every day?
Do I
every
have-
afternoon?
Do I have something in common with her?
Yes.
Really?
Yeah,
Peanut butter and jelly?
jam sandwich.
Really?
She called them, I think they called them jam pennies or penny jams.
Interesting.
Yeah, so they said that was one of her primary afternoon
Well, okay.
at tea. She would take strawberry jam and then either butter, clotted cream, and bread. So I have these little, that's a good one.
Oh.
She made these little tea sandwiches.
Okay.
And you'd have to eat like 400 of them. Eat your thing. All right, I think we're probably
Good there?
at our 2 cups.
I'm gonna wash my
And
hands.
so to get this all nutritious. So one of the other things that I really love about using the berries is that the berries have all the vitamin C in them, which is going to help you get any iron out of this. And any iron is the other thing that you're doing. So iron gets locked up in a lot of the plant foods we eat. But if you add things with vitamin C, you're like, oh, I can use that iron better.
Okay.
So
Note to yourself right there.
why have people survive on peanut butter and jelly? Because it all works together.
Okay.
So we're gonna one up it and put some lemon. So we need 2 lemon cups.
Oh, boy. Is
So-
that where this comes into
Yeah.
play? I've never done this before,
Okay.
just so you know.
So it's opposite of what you think. So yep,
Aha.
because everybody wants to put it in to fit,
Right.
but you
So not just going
yeah,
right.
because the juice is gonna come out the bottom. So this is where your upper body strength comes in. Yeah, perfect. Yep, and then we'll do one other half. So with the whole, that's about 2 tablespoons, and we're almost done.
Oh, okay. Wow. All right.
Yeah,
That was
crazy,
good.
huh?
Yes.
Now it's gonna take a couple minutes to set up. But what's our skill level so far?
I mean,
Pretty-
super easy.
Yeah.
Yeah. Did you need another one?
No. We'll do that. That's if we're gonna use all the other fruits. So, chia seeds.
Chia seeds.
So we're making chia seed jam. So excellent source of protein. Some good healthy fats,
Mhm.
a nice fiber source. But typically what happens when we make jam is you need all that sugar to congeal, and then you have to leave it back in and
Right.
gelatin. The chia does all that.
Love
So
it.
I don't
Love
need cups of sugar, and I don't need any extra gelatin, so I'm just putting the chia. So we need 2 tablespoons.
2. All
Yep.
right.
If you go through chia pretty quickly, you don't need to refrigerate it. If you work your way up to using it, perfect. And then we'll just give it a stir. And your jam is pretty much done. So when we get to the end, we'll add a little sweetener,
Okay.
if we need the sweetener.
Oh, yeah.
Some people think that that's enough, but yeah, so that just needs to cook.
There we go.
So it's just gonna cook down, because what we're trying to do is it's pretty liquidy right now. So that's not gonna work for jam. So we need to let that just set, that's how you make jam.
That was easy.
Yeah. So on national television. Let me show you how it sets up. And then while we're talking about the food, I'm going to red. So I made some blueberry.
Oh, okay.
Here, just in case we had.
Oh, that's awesome. Holy smokes, that looks amazing.
It is just like full out.
That's,
Yeah, it's a jam.
that's awesome.
I mean, because it's jam. It's like, why would you? Now, I know there's good locally made. You can enjoy harvesting your own fruits, make your own stuff at school. If you put sugar in it, you put sugar in it.
Right.
I think that process of, that's still something you do in each other. Real fruit, we made it. And,
Right.
I mean, there's just something about to your heart.
Yes.
Still, that's pretty cool. But if you have a situation, let's say that you're trying to lower your sugar intake for diabetes, or lower the sugar intake to have home density information as an athlete.
Yeah.
You know, extra sugars or refined things that encourage inflammation in your body, enough information from the stuff that you eat.
Yeah.
So, for dental purposes, maybe not adding all the sugars. Do you have anything to add? Any other medical pieces of that?
I think you covered it.
Yeah. So, you know, so to me, it's like, that's cool. So
Yeah.
I'm thinking coming up, Thanksgiving, I could do this with cranberry.
Oh, definitely.
So,
It's homemade cranberry sauce.
yeah, we can make cranberry sauce, but it can have a lot of sugar.
Right.
So I was reading some of the labels of some of the jams downstairs. 2 teaspoons of sugar for every 1 tablespoon of jam.
Oh, wow.
Right. Now, granted, some of that is from, you know,
Fruit.
there's some fruit, but it was still 2 teaspoons of added sugar for every, that's a lot of
Yeah,
sugar.
that's a lot.
You know, in comparison, everybody's like, well, can I count it as a fruit? No. It's wine fruit.
Right.
Well, originally, yes.
Originally, yes.
Can you count it as one of your foods? No, you can't. So that's gonna just, CSR is starting to get bigger
Yeah.
already, so we'll just let that be for a little bit. So, all right, and again, if that's gonna be sweet enough, we'll taste it. We could put a little bit, so it's like 2 cups of fruit to 2 tablespoons of chia to 2 tablespoons of sweetener. Okay. Of choice.
Right. Super.
Which this part is optional. So that's kind of that part. But peanut butter, you mentioned you have is there a certain thing you look for in peanut butter?
I just like, I like to have to stir it. It just, to me, says less bad stuff is in there, you know, to be perfectly honest. It takes a little more work, but it's worth it. And I don't think some people are like, oh, this doesn't taste so good. I'm like, it tastes just fine. I mean, if we're at Hoppers Market, you can grind your own downstairs.
Right.
Delicious.
Yeah, so it's like that's peanut butter.
Yes.
That's
What it is. That's the ingredient.
It's not a dot, it's
Yeah. Lagoon. Yes. Yeah.
So this is one that they actually sell there that all is on the ingredient list.
Right.
That's it, that's done. But you're right, it's like all that really, the thick part is down and then that liquid, so yeah, so and the idea like if you have to stir it,
That's
then
good.
that's probably a good thing because you don't need the salt or adding it. This is enough fat in it.
Oh,
That's a big part. But why do we need to add fat to something that's already rich in fat? And then add sugar to it, and then add salt to it when we've got,
It's all here.
yeah, it's kind of like we snap in all kinds of extra things that we don't necessarily need to do. So, yeah, so we'll try this one. We'll see how this is. We can work on stirring that up just a little bit. So, yeah,
You
so.
want a peanut butter pack. You got it. If you use all natural peanut butter, after you stir it, store it upside down. Actually, before I even stir it, it's always upside down in my cabinet, and it makes it way easier to stir. So, just a little tip right
And
there.
that oil just goes all the way
Yeah.
up in there, and
Yeah.
then I like it. You are like it.
Yeah, hey, I love it. I love it. Yeah, I love it.
It's obviously that you have like gone through this process. So,
Yes.
yeah, so that's the beauty of an ingredient list. It's like it just needs to be the peanuts and
That's it.
just be done with that. So, or you could buy the nuts and do it in a grinder at home. That would be making it pressure.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah,
Exactly.
so, yeah, so that's And if you can't do peanut butter because of a nut
Health
allergy,
allergy.
some kind of allergy or some other reason, you could do sunflower. I mean, I think they have
Sunflower,
every-
almond, cashew butter. Oh,
Yeah.
I mean, if you,
Yeah, I got
That's
a little
like-
time to be able to
yeah,
afford the
yeah.
nutrition,
yes, so good,
Yeah,
so
yeah,
good.
cashew right now, it's like- and then to figure out what you do with the bread if you're trying to save it. Because we're trying to elevate this from a health standpoint. So when we go to your ingredient list, you want whole wheat to be the first thing listed. If it says enriched, that means they've taken a lot of stuff out and they've tried to put some things back in. So this would bring that, this is a fun way to do like wrap.
Oh, okay.
Have you heard this right before?
I don't think so.
Yeah, it's kind of a cross between fitness and a tortilla,
Okay.
but that flexibility of a tortilla, or like a lot of the wraps are super thick.
Right.
So I feel like that's just a little bit what this is.
Oh, okay, all right.
So what this is fun is that you just put your peanut butter and your jam on here, and then you can roll it up. And then you make little pinwheels,
Yes. PB&J pinwheels.
and then you got it. So it's a fun snack.
That's my holiday treat now. That's what I'm doing for the holidays. They do the one with like, yeah, put a little toothpick in it. That's what I'm
But
doing.
just think, you can get a bunch
Oh,
of
yeah.
But I think that's something fun that kids can do because kids love to spread stuff and do stuff. And it's not really that messy.
And
Or maybe just-
banana.
Yeah. You
Yes.
should balance plate.
Hey.
Pretty much, but we got fruit, grain, protein. Yeah, I don't think I can get any vegetables. I'd get a wrap for the day. So, and then if you can't do gluten, then something like a rice cracker. These are fun stackables. You can see you use that all. So it's really, you get to pick.
Oh, yeah.
And,
Make it your own. Make it unique.
yeah, PB&J. It's
Oh,
like
wow.
one thing, it's a bunch of these for three. So, we just keep going. So you ready to assemble? I think we might go, how's our, is it coming together? It's still a little inside.
Yeah.
So we can try one,
Yeah, we can do it with
we'll try a mini,
That's right.
and then that will be ready for us as we get this. Are we going with the queens?
I mean, in honor of her, I think we should.
I think the time is. So this is a shout out to Kate, who is a friend who enlightened me to that information today. So if she's watching, I'm going to give her full credit for the fact that she gave me Queen Elizabeth trivia
That's
to lead our needs there.
We're just gonna up it with a little peanut butter.
Yeah, well, she can use butter.
Right.
So, yeah, so we're just going that next level. Because we need here, we're just using,
Oh, okay.
This is just the closest one. So you don't have any peanut butter and jelly trivia?
No trivia, but I was gonna say, so I feel like I know the ratio. I feel like I do 3 tablespoons of peanut butter, 1 tablespoon of jam, and I feel like it's because it's just enough that when I mash it, it comes up the side just a little, but it's not messy. So that's the ratio that I have found. You can try it if you want. 3 tablespoons of the peanut butter, 1 of the jam.
Love it. All right. So I will
Oh,
let you assemble.
all right. Oh, we're doing the little ones? We'll do the little
The
ones.
little ones just for the sake of the queen.
We'll do the little ones here.
Yeah, I was trying to think today, like movies with jam. I made one.
Space Jam?
That was it. Then I moved on. I'm like bands.
Pearl Jam.
Pearl, that was the first.
Yeah.
Pearl Jam was #1.
Pearl Jam. Or just a jam band.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, then I had the things that are like songs. And then like the Michael Jackson one popped up. I didn't know that. It's like,
Oh,
it's called Jam.
yeah, and it was on the Space Jam soundtrack. Michael Jordan was in the video. Yes. Yes.
But then it's like jamming. Is that a?
Will you be jamming?
Yeah.
Bob Marley. Bob Marley.
Yeah. So Then I was kind of like, all right, next question.
There is a peanut butter and jelly time song as well. It's I don't know how popular it was, but I've seen that on the interwebs before.
So growing up.
Yes, it was like, I remember it was like a cartoon, and the guy was like, it's peanut butter and jelly time, and they pretty much just repeat that over and over again. But
Like those crazy songs on TikTok.
yes,
That
exactly.
was one of the big ones I asked about. The one.
Oh, yeah, little corn. Yes, it's great. Amazing.
Okay.
And that's what's crazy is it was just a kid at a state fair getting interviewed, and now he's a rock star. Like he's everywhere. Yes.
Because people do interviews and people put things on the radio that are
Right.
like, hey, this is something.
Now there might be a little more peanut butter but it was still coming off the knife there.
Look at how beautiful that is. So, all right, so I think that's it. We're gonna add some sugar to this.
Okay,
And then
alright.
we'll just wrap it up.
Okay.
And
Alright.
say we have accomplished this. Cheers.
Cheers.
All right, cool.
PB&J.
Thanks. Wellness Center, 217-788-3948 if you're interested in our cooking classes. Just call, we can get you a list. We're on Facebook, Memorial Wellness. You can go to Memorial's regular website and go to classes and get all of our things. Make sure that you tune in.
WDVR, we stream online at WDVR.com, and thank you for having me.
Cheers.
Cheers. Peanut butter jelly.